What if Dobby didn't die at Shell Cottage? What if the knife missed by an inch and Dobby survived? It sounds like a tiny change, but it turns Dobby into the most dangerous player in the entire war. Because he can do something no one else can. He can walk straight into places Voldemort thinks are impossible to reach. And when you have a friend who can teleport past defenses, the entire Horcrux hunt changes. But here's the twist. Dobby becomes a target too. Because Voldemort doesn't start hunting people, he starts hunting house-ends. At Shell Cottage, Dobby is lying on the table, blood across his shirt. Everyone thinks it's over. Then he moves. Not much, just one breath that shouldn't exist. Bill swears. Fleur throws a healing spell, and Dobby whispers, in a voice that sounds like torn paper, "Dobby is not finished." At first, Harry thinks it's a miracle, but Hermione realizes something much more unsettling. Dobby has just proven that their most impossible problem might suddenly have a new solution. The trio has had the same problem the entire time: information and access. They know the Horcruxes exist, but they can't just stroll into bag vaults or ministries without the whole world collapsing on top of them. Dobby can. And Hermione does what Hermione always does. She turns emotion into strategy. She says, "Dobby, we don't need you to fight. We need you to bring back details." And the first target is something that feels impossible. Gringotts. Dobby appears in a shadowed corridor inside Gringotts. Not in the vaults, outside them. Because he isn't reckless. He knows goblins have rules of their own. And he does something only a house elf would do. He doesn't look for doors. He looks for people. He follows the sound of keys, the scrape of metal, the smell of coins. He slips between carts, vanishes behind pillars. But when he gets close to the vaults, a barrier hits him, like a wall inside his head. And this matters. Some protections stop elves too. Dobby can't just teleport through everything. But he can do something even better. He can learn how the protection works. He comes back to the trio with one tiny detail. There is a dragon, and a clock of steps, and goblins listen for weight. It's not a map, but it's a key. And later, it saves them precious time. In the original story, Malfoy Manor leaves the group with a hole in it. Trauma, death,